and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to get into the budget, and we have a lot to do in this budget because my husband got paid on the 1st of the month, and then he's getting paid on the 4th. So I got to quickly close out the weekly check-in. I got to quickly close out Paycheck 1 and go ahead and set up Paycheck 2. And we're going to be doing that all in this one video. I don't typically do it this way, but this is how it's going to work. So I figured I'd just get it all done at once because week 1 in my weekly check-in was only 3 days. It was the 1st through the 3rd, and my husband gets paid on the 4th. So I want to go ahead and set up the rest of Paycheck 2, which is consistent of week 2 and week 3 of my weekly check-in. And then Paycheck 3 will be week 4 and week 5. Any money left over after I budget a certain amount for each week will balance forward to the next week as we go through the month. So that's how I keep within my budget, and let's get started. So I'm going to pop these pages out and get started. Okay, I am back. So I have my calendar here. I have my expense stickers for the first 3 days. I'm going to slide over because I always pop these pages out and show you exactly kind of what's going on here. I have my color code system. Pink is grocery household, and I only have grocery household, and I only have miscellaneous, it looks like, which is in green. And we're going to write these down. I'm just going to use this Post-it note to write down my categories, which is how I typically do this. The first grocery household, I purchased some sleep aids. My husband's coming home. There's a specific brand that he likes. I get them from Amazon. And then my kids take melatonin, only 3 milligrams at night, to help them fall asleep and stay asleep, because they tend to have trouble doing that. But knowing they take the melatonin, it, for whatever reason, helps them fall asleep easier. So that is Amazon. So I normally would buy those at the grocery store, but they have not been on the shelves or well stocked at the grocery store with these items, so I just order them from Amazon. Typically, Amazon is a miscellaneous purchase for me, so I have to make sure I categorize it correctly. So the next one, I went to Food Lion this morning after I dropped my son off at school. $58.10. Those are the 2 items that I spent closing out this grocery household. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. $24.81 plus $58.10. And that is $82.91. I forgot to clear out what I did last time. $82.91. So let's clear all that out. So now that I have tracked my grocery household, I am going to track my miscellaneous. So I just purchased something and I'm super excited, and I want to be sharing it with you guys when I get it. I've already talked to the Etsy person that creates these. It's Money with Gab, and she is just an awesome person. I've met her on YouTube. She commented on one of my videos when she started doing videos, and her channel blew up and grew. Like, she's up to 5,000 subscribers, which is awesome, and she's monetized. I'm not quite there yet, but that's okay. But she has great personality, and she does a lot of cash envelope stuffings and savings challenges, where I don't typically do that. But that seems to be all the rage. And she has this debt diary that she created that she's selling. And I purchased one, and I'm going to be giving it away because I am consumer debt free. I pay my credit card off every month. I don't have other debts other than the mortgage. And we're still up in the air on whether we're moving or not, or what the future holds for us. So we're just not ready to commit to paying down the mortgage for now. So we're just saving our money and investing for the future. And that is a great place for us to be. But you guys, a lot of you guys that I talk to are on a debt payoff journey and trying to manage your money and things like that. And I thought this would be a great giveaway for you guys. So I purchased the debt diary, and I also purchased a ring light. I didn't want to get one, but I have to. Well, I don't have to. I want to, because I will be doing, let's see, what do they call, Bible study in the evening over Zoom, and I don't have enough light in my office to actually, for people to see me. So my miscellaneous is Let me write this down again. 8 and 21.19. And that gives us 54.27. So that is what I spent the first 3 days of the month, and I am super excited about that. So let's go ahead and take this to my weekly check-in. So I'm gonna flip this page over, move this out of the way because I don't really need this anymore. And oops, all crooked. There we go. And I'm in love with these budget sheets. Oh my gosh, look at the florals. They're just the grays and the pinks. They're not coming across the actual color here. I think I have maybe the exposure too bright, but it is so pretty. And they look better in my shop because they're digital and actual true to color. So, but if you're interested in these, I do sell these on Etsy as well. It's the same name as my channel, Lisa's Faith Budget Plan, and I have a link in the description below if you just want something decorative and cheery to look at every time you do a budget. That's what keeps me coming back, so that's cool there. And if you're one of the guys that watch my channel and you want some of these budget sheets but you don't want floral, I have plain budget sheets that just have all caps like letters and or big font letters and just simple and black and white gray kind of monotone. But if there's a decorative idea that you would like a little karate martial arts theme, if you're into that, or some kind of a Celtic theme, or whatever, football, something, let me know. Put suggestions in the description box below, or the comment box below, because I would love to know if there's a want or a need for something like that for you guys to come back and take a look at these budget sheets and use them yourself. So if there's something inspiring for you, let me know. I would love to do one. And I pick these every month, but I would love if there's something that you're interested in, whoever you are, there's something you've seen that's really cool, or there's a theme you like, I definitely could purchase. I had one person ask, can you do a boho rainbow theme? I'm like, sure. And I got the artwork and I created the sheets and they purchased it as a custom order. Not a problem. So now I do have my budget here to the side. Each week I set a certain amount. $575 is the total for each week this month, and I break it up into the 4 different categories. So that's what I'm going to put here. So grocery household is getting $250, and I actually spent started with the wrong number. I'm like, no, that's not right. All right, 82, that's better. 91, I'll do the math in just a minute. Restaurants, I gave myself $112. I want to build this up because I actually want to go to the Butcher's Son, which is a kind of a higher end steakhouse. We kind of dress up, not too fancy. We're not required a jacket or anything, but dress up a little bit and make reservations. And it's one of our favorite places to go. So we want to go there. I want to go there, not for Valentine's because my husband's flying in on Valentine's Day, but maybe like that weekend or one night that week after he gets back. Make reservations and go to dinner that night, and that would be really cool. So miscellaneous $137.50 is what I'm giving myself, and we spent $54.27. So now these numbers total, I don't think I have them listed here. I'll write them down real quick. For the month, $1,000 for grocery household. Restaurants is going to be $450 for the month. Miscellaneous is $550, and that includes necessity and non-necessity items, and gasoline this month I think is $300. And that is our total for the month. So we average about $2,300, if I'm not mistaken, for the month. Oops. Not even on there. $2,300 for the month in those spending categories. So that's how we figured that out. Gasoline, what have we got? $75. I did not have budgeted, so I'm not going to budget for that, and we did not have any. Now I did have some you'll see in my paycheck to paycheck, in my paycheck one closeout I'm getting ready to do after this. I'm just going to do this because I didn't spend anything. Where I pulled money out for specific things, and that was something I planned on, but I'm not considering it unbudgeted because I just didn't know when I was going to do it. I just knew I was going to do it. And if it fit in the budget, I made it work. So here we go. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I want to show you the total here. 520, 1250, 137.50 plus 75. And that is the 575 you saw before. Now let's see how much we have left over. 82.91 plus the 54.27, and that gives us the 137.18. And if I take that and subtract the $575, that should give me a $437.82. I knew I wasn't going to spend much in the first 3 days, but I like setting it up this way so I can be successful each week on my weekly check-in. So 250 minus 82.91. That gives me $167.09 to roll over into week 2. I obviously am rolling over everything here. And then I need to calculate, 137.50 minus, 54.27, and this gives us 83.23, and then I still have that $75. Not 70. $75. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna add the 83.23 plus the 75 plus the 112.50 plus this 167.09 and see if I have the same answer, and I do. So yes, I am successful. That is awesome. Okay, so moving forward, I'm going to take, since these numbers don't change week to week, I'm just going to take this number, I'm going to add the balance and create my new grocery household. Now, I need as much of that as possible to balance forward, because when my husband gets paid tomorrow, it's on the 4th, and then he won't get paid again until down here on the 18th. So it's 2 full weeks, 14 days in between, and I just need to make sure I have enough in each category going forward to cover our expenses. So 250, I'm trying to figure out where to put all this stuff. There we go. 250 plus the 167.09, and that gives us here for this week $417.09, which is good because I probably can still save quite a bit by the 10th and roll over enough for when my husband gets home. When he gets home, then I'm going to have to beef up the grocery spending, because now I'll be buying more. When he's gone, I eat very light. I don't even fix. I think the entire time he's been gone, I don't remember eating any ground beef or red meat of any kind. And I like it. I really do, and I do enjoy it. But he likes it more than I do, and I can fix chicken and eat chicken every day, and he's not like that. So, and so I've had chicken the whole time he's gone, and I'm good with that. But I wouldn't make him do that. So 112.5, I'm just going to multiply it by 2, and that gives me 225 because I didn't spend any, and this is just beefing that up for restaurants. And usually when we go out to dinner, that big dinner, it's going to be $80 to $100 because we like to tip really well and we like to really splurge on that. So it's just like we go there for our anniversary and things like that. So I just want to go somewhere where he's going to enjoy, and we can have like a belated Valentine dinner eating out experience and somewhere he enjoys. So that's what I want to do there. 83.23 plus 135. I'm sorry. 137.50, and that gives us 220.73. And then gasoline, 75 times 2 is 150, and I don't budget anything for that, and kind of do that. There we go. Make sure I'm still on screen, and then total these numbers up. So I have 150 plus 220.73 plus 225. Oops, not that much. There we go. 225 plus 417.09. All right, did I do that right? Yeah, it's the same number. Okay, I was just making sure. I don't know what I was thinking. So that's $1,000 for all 4 spending categories, and that should get us through. And that's just for that first week. And then I replenish on the second week. Now, even though this is one paycheck period and all the cash is sitting in the checking account, I like to divide it weekly because it protects or puts a buffer around what I need each week and keeps me from spending the money I shouldn't spend. Because if I overspend in these categories, that means I'm stealing or borrowing money from these categories on this week, and I got to make it to the next payday. So this is a great way of just keeping it protected for a time period until the next pay period, and then you get to use it then. So that's pretty awesome. Now we're going to move on to paycheck to paycheck. Weekly check-in is done. Check and check. Paycheck to paycheck. So I'm closing out paycheck 1 while we're here today. I didn't flip and show you that earlier, but this is my paycheck 1. And really the only difference between, there's a few differences between these numbers. So I had to go back and adjust this because I threw myself off. I forgot when I looked at my bank account, I did not take out the $80 yet for the GalaxyCon that I wanted in the last paycheck. So I had to take it out in this paycheck. And so, yeah, it was just something weird. I don't know. I messed up the numbers. And so they weren't $75 from January going into February. They were $70. And I fixed it in this, and now I'm ready to move on. So I have $70.02 because I didn't budget for it, and now I know what it is. And then my husband's military retirement, the cost of living, he had a cost of living adjustment, and then it got fine-tuned, I guess, and it was a few dollars more, and so he got that. And this should be what it is going forward. So the difference between the two, 1 minus the $1592.19 is $5.82. This stayed the same. He did not get VA education because he has not signed up for classes with the post 9/11 GI Bill. So that was nothing, that was nothing. And then the dividends, as usual, were 2 pennies, and I'm just going to put that right there. So 582 plus the 70.02 plus 2 pennies. I'll just go ahead and mark 75.86. I normally don't calculate that, but I thought I'd do it this time. So let's see here. Let's do the total. 70.02 plus 1598.01 plus 2287.52 plus 711.02, and that gives us $4,666.57. All right, so that is what we have to work with, and it was very close to the budget we planned before, and we were well within that budget. And then I did some other things. So you're going to see here the GalaxyCon that I forgot to take out last month. I took it out here. YouTube Savings Challenge. and we're going to do the cash envelopes here in a minute. And that's not something I do very often, but I just, you guys blew me away last month, and I am so excited of how you guys helped me put away money and decide to save for my YouTube channel and things like that, getting a new camera, buying new equipment, things like that. So I'm very excited about that. When Humana Health has not come out, sometimes it comes out on the 3rd, sometimes it comes out on the 4th. I have to wait and see. So I'll just move that forward to Paycheck 2. We do know by the weekly check-in that, let me grab that really quick. We spent this paycheck period, which was only 3 days, $82.91, and nothing in restaurants. I almost put the wrong thing in the wrong place. And then $54.27 here, and miscellaneous, and nothing in gasoline. I did have an unbudgeted or sinking funds item, which I will not fund when it's time at the end of the month, and that'll reimburse me for the paying for the sinking funds, paying for the Orkin, and the sinking funds, it'll deplete that. So I like doing it that way. I always have a large amount that I can just reduce the amount of how much I transfer over into sinking funds based on what I spent out of checking to cover it. Because I have enough in checking to cover it, I didn't want to transfer money. I don't want to do that unless I have to. And so that's how I compensate for that. Let's see here. Oh, that's also part of the weekly check-in, I think. Those balances. So $250 minus that. Oops, get that on camera here. Is these numbers right here. $167.09, $112.50, 80, whoops, $323, and $75. So even though I knew I wasn't going to spend that much, I wanted to have the numbers accurate, so that's why I went through the extra trouble to do it. So I'm not going to calculate all that. I don't worry about that. But I am going to do my actuals of what transactions have happened in my checking account. So I did transfer $158 into my Roth IRA, which we will color in just a minute. And then $19.98 was the mortgage, and that was an auto draft. $200 for Helping Hands came out. I'm trying to find a place to put this thing, see all of this. Wow, that's really bright. Hold on a second. All right, I hope that's better. I wasn't paying attention to the viewfinder, so I'm not sure how bright it was for how long. But the $200 Helping Hands is tithing for our military retirement check. Humana Health is $0, so I'm not going to do anything there. Grocery household, $82.91. And miscellaneous was $54.27. And Orkin was $95.92. And GalaxyCon I withdrew $80 for, and then $440 for YouTube savings. Now the YouTube savings challenge was $441, but I had a dollar bill in the house, so I just used that. So my total actual spending was, let's see here. Is that right? Yeah, because things didn't come out. Let's get this down at the bottom so you can see that. $1,595.88, which is a lot less than I thought I was going to spend with those spending categories, which is fine. And then let's see, I'm going to take the total income that actually came in, 57, and oops, there we go. Whew. Come here at the bottom and put down minus $1,595.88. And we're going to put $3,070.69. Okay. That's where I'm at. I knew there was going to be a lot of money. Like I said, it was just the first few days of the month, but I'm trying to keep it with the paycheck to paycheck so that it makes sense on paper for me, and I don't mind closing out and setting up again. I'm actually over here trying to get my computer to load my bank account while we're talking. So I'll make sure my numbers are right. Okay, I am back. Let me make some adjustments. I pulled up my bank account while I was filming, and I can see where they finally posted the Humana Health. So I can put that in. So let's do that real quick, which is great because I hate moving it over from different time periods. Now I got to rewrite the bottom though. So let's see here. But I love the fact that I use erasable Frixon pens. They're not the perfect or best, but they make me happy. I don't have to scribble. So let me do this one more time and then we'll total it together. I don't know what math I was doing before, but this looks a lot better. Let me see, make sure, yeah, 95's come out. Oh, there's another transaction I need to put in here. So I just saw, and I thought this would be coming out tomorrow, but Paramount Plus, since I didn't have it during the budget time period and I'm doing it here, I'm just going to go $5.99. So I can take that number and add $5.99. There we go. Okay, so now I'm getting closer. And anything else that I missed? Let me look at my bank account. Make sure there's nothing else. Pretty sure there's nothing else. So that is good news. And I'm going to write this number down off to the side. On my balance total before my bank time's out and I don't know what it is. So, and I may have to log back in to find out how much it was again, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm done with the computer. So let's try this number. $3,620.07. I'm going to clear this and start over at the top at this number, $4,666.57 minus the $3,620.07, and that gives me, okay, I am back. I had to stop recording and really get into the bank because I was trying to figure out why I was $149.86 short, and I just realized I had scheduled my my Virginia Natural Gas to come out on the 2nd, even though it was due on the 4th, so I didn't have it on the right paycheck period. So I need to put it here, natural gas, and that was for our house. And we were very cold. And so there's that. So now I gotta change the number one more time and add this together. I was not as prepared as I thought I was today. I do apologize. All right, so let's see if this number is the one matching my bank account. And I do match my bank account with my handwritten documents here, or handwritten documents, budget sheets, just because it's just very important that I stay accurate and on top of things. 4666.57. Okay, and my bank account, yes, this matches my bank account. Okay, $896.64. That is the total that I am rolling over. $896.64. Whew, scared myself for a second there. That closes out paycheck 1. So very happy with that, and just need to kind of remind myself I forgot these things. But I don't need them included in paycheck 2, which is cool. I normally would have, but I don't. So now we're moving to paycheck 2. Did I pull that sheet out? Okay, here we go. Income. I'm going to balance forward what the last amount was. Normally, if I'm doing a budget, I would just do 0. And what I what I think the paycheck would be. But because I know the actuals, I'm going to put them in both columns just because I don't want to, I already know I don't want to confuse myself, because I confuse myself very easily sometimes. So since I already know, I'm just going to write the numbers twice anyway, 64. And then salary, overtime, reimbursements. If I spelled it wrong, I do apologize. So that number here is $5,502.88. Again here, $5,502.88. I know these are actuals, so there's no over and under. And if anything else comes in, any other deposits that need to be made, then I can put those right there. And I need to kind of adjust for a couple things on my notes here that already came out on Paycheck 1. So Paramount Plus, natural gas, and whatever the new numbers are. So this combined, when my husband's deposit hits tomorrow morning, $896.64 plus the $5,502.88. I know 500 of that is actually reimbursements for meals and stuff. The total is $6,399.52. I'm gonna leave that blank in case something comes in. And now we're doing the bills. So what do I have happening? The first thing is Roth IRA. And this is for the 2023. And I'm budgeting $158 for that. I do that every paycheck my husband gets until the end of the year. And that is where we will fill in this nest egg for the 1st and the 4th. The next thing I have is GYM, or Greater Europe Missions. We tithe my husband's VA disability check to them. It's $231.75. It hasn't come out yet, so we're waiting on that. And then tithe to our church, our salary for $310. And then the overtime. So this is how I figure out tithing the overtime. So I take the $505 or $5,502.88, and I subtract travel expense, which was $500. Okay, so that's where we're at now. And then I subtract $2,313.28, which is his normal salary. This normal salary is tithed by this number, so I don't want to tithe it twice. So I take that out, and then I take this, and I go, okay, times 10% is what my husband wants, and we prayed about, and that's where the Lord led us, so that's what we're doing. And that means $268.96. So I'm going to round that up to $270. Let's put it that way. And so I'm going to budget $270 to tithe our overtime. Now, when I tithe the overtime, this will change a little bit, because we are tithing an extra tithing to the Greater Europe Missions, which is a missionary family that we are friends with and we love and adore. And they're having their second baby, which is so exciting. And they're overseas, so we want to support them and make sure they have enough to live off of while they're there. So when I do process this, I actually take that 270 and I multiply it by 3%, which is a processing fee to use my debit card. And then I minus that from the 270, and I actually give them a $261.90, and that kind of gets me close to 270 for tithing. I include the processing fee with that. So it balances out in the end, and it's an extra tithing. So I'm going to call it GYM Overtime Tithe. And yeah, that's what we're going to do there. Let's see here. I do have a counseling appointment coming up with Hopewell which I'm excited about. I love going and having someone to talk to and just problem solve and work things out on a faith-based level, and it's just amazing. Let's see, the next thing I have is Geico, and that's 122. Oh, I smeared it. I didn't mean to do that. 122.40. Sometimes when the ink touches the lines, it gets it wet and smears it. There we go. I should have gone sideways, not up and down. All right, $75.99. What was that? I don't remember what that amount is for. So I believe that's my electric. $75.99. I'm gonna double check with my spreadsheet here. Let's see. What else do I have? Some notes I'm looking at over here. So I think the rest is spending categories. I'm not sure. How about plus? Gym, tithe, overtime, electric. Yeah. So this is going to be, so that is electric. So yep. And then grocery, household. Restaurants, miscellaneous. Am I still on camera? I can't tell. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm still on here. MISCELLANEOUS and gasoline. So let me pull my weekly check-in because I have those balances on there, on what I'm beginning this paycheck period with. So that is $417.09 plus the $225 plus the $220.73 and $150. So that is what I'm budgeting for this time period. Paycheck 2. These are all the bills that are needed to be paid, and I'm going to total this number up. Now I'm going to have a large balance, so I'm going to come up with what I want to go into the Roth IRA for 2022. The end of February, I have a meeting to set one up because my husband wants to be a part of the meeting. I'm waiting for him to go home so we can do this. He's been gone for 2 months. The total I need, and I could split it up with Paycheck 2 and Paycheck 3, or I can do it all in Paycheck 2, and I might do it that way. So I need a total of $1,378 plus $1,377. I need a total of $2,755. And if I have that left over in Paycheck 2 and still have enough to consider a buffer in the checking account, then I can go ahead and fully fund $6,000 to transfer for 2022 Roth IRA, while simultaneously saving a little bit every month for 2023 Roth IRA. So that is just huge. I don't even have a tracker for the other one I'm doing. It's just, I was trying to save up all the money to do it. And we don't even have to touch our emergency fund to create. I thought we might have to, but no, we don't, I don't think. Well, it looks like I could definitely cover all of the savings because I have $6,000 in the account, and then I want to do $2,755 in savings to round it up to $6,000 for my end of the month Roth IRA that I'm doing this month. So yeah, I'm excited. I fully funded this year's Roth IRA. As soon as I get a chance, I will be transferring that money. And I don't have to think about it anymore. And all I have to do is focus on next year. And that is going to be really, really cool. So, and all you will be seeing is the Roth IRA for 2023 that I'm paying every month. And then this will be done. And that will complete. Cool. I am so excited. And then we still have one more full 2 weeks, full paycheck of overtime coming on the 18th, and that will be fun and vacation money. The total here of all the expenses is $5,000. Let's write this down because I wrote the wrong number a minute ago. $5,048.96. And when you take that from how much is being deposited into the account, still leaves $1,350. Gotta love overtime sometimes. We don't get it all year, but when we get it, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, $1,300 still. And I'm thinking of, and I won't do this until I know for sure what my husband wants to do, if he wants to do it Paycheck 2 or Paycheck 3 when we have more money. But I want to give my husband like $500, $600 since he got no VA education this month. Just because, you know, this is his overtime too, and I want him to share in that, not just build up my future, but, you know, enjoy some of the money and have a little bit of fun too. So this is editing me coming in and showing you the actual numbers. After I went through all that and thought I got everything right and had a number of $1,300, I realized I only did week 2, what balance forward and week 2 of my spending categories, and forgot to include week 3, which is also part of Paycheck 2. So I do apologize for that. Numbers were not accurate. So I did put the proper numbers down, and I still have enough for the budget in order to have $775.56 left over, and out of what was deposited, and by increasing my categories to make sure I have enough for 2 weeks, not just the 1 week coming up. Also here, I still was able to keep the Roth IRA that fully funds it for this year, and I'm done saving for that. So with the overtime money, so now we've got to decide what's next for overtime money. So I hope this video wasn't too confusing, and I'm going to go ahead and cut back to the original edit. So here's my Roth IRA. I do have these budget sheets in my Etsy store. The one in the Etsy store has a different font, but it's pretty much the same, and each egg is, a nest egg is $250. If you can't save $250 because it's too high or too much, and you want a smaller increment, you can do it in half or do it in thirds and take $250 divided by 3 and then fill up each little egg there, or do it by fourths, and the nest could be 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, and then you can color it in slowly but surely and do a little bit every time. So I wonder what those numbers would be. 250 divided by 2 would give you $125 if you divide it in half. 250 divided by 3 would give you about $83 for the 3 eggs, if that's how you're doing it. Or if you want to do 3 eggs in a nest and divide it by 4, 250 divided by 4, you can do $62.50 for each 3 eggs in a nest, and then color it in that way. That would definitely be motivating, I think, if you need a little more inspiration than trying to save up $250. So let's go ahead and fill in February 1st. I've already transferred this money. There we go. All right, look, I almost got my first row done, and I'll definitely transfer that tomorrow morning, so it's no big deal. And along with the other savings that I need to do. So I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm getting all these savings and all the things. Oh, one more thing. Cash envelopes. So let's see. Where did I have it? I think it's Paycheck 1. And I'm dropping stuff over here. Paycheck 2. Weekly check-in, Paycheck 1. Okay, so I did say I had GalaxyCon for $80 and had YouTube savings for $440. And here's the cash. All these 50s and a 20 and the 1. Now the YouTube savings challenge had $180. Yeah, $180 here. And obviously I don't have enough here. I only have 120 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm back. So I zoomed us out because you can't see everything when you're all zoomed in with cash stuff. And GalaxyCon and YouTube savings, those are 2 things I had. I had $80 for GalaxyCon and then $440 going to YouTube savings. And then I had a $1 bill floating around the house, and I was able to fully fund that challenge from January. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, my YouTube savings challenge was for every like on my videos during the month of January, I saved $1. Every comment on all my videos, that was $2. And if a new subscriber, it was $5. And y'all boosted everything up. I'm over $600 now between December and January when I've done this challenge. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited. I did go to the bank. Here's the $1 bill I found floating around the house. And when I went to the ATM, they gave me $120 and then all these 50s. So how do I want to do this? So 100, 200, 300, 400, and then 500. So 80 plus 420 was 520. So, no, 440. 440 plus 80 was 520. And so I had all this, all 50s, a 20, and 1. And I need $80 to go into GalaxyCon. So what I'm going to do is take the 20s I have out of the December's challenge that you guys helped me save with. And so I've got 120, 2, 4, 6, 8, 180 was the last challenge. So I need 60, 2, 4, 6. That makes 80. And then the rest of this is just going to go back in here. And now I have the 180 plus the $441. So let's make sure I got what I needed. 180. Ooh, let me clear this out. Let's see, I'm going to turn it off and then turn it back on. Make sure it's clear. Okay, so the 441 plus the 180 from the previous month, and that gives us 621. Let's see if I have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then 20 and 1. So 621. And I'm wanting to get a vlogging camera, so I'm very close to what I need for that. So I'm going to put that in my YouTube savings cash envelope. I sell these on Etsy. They're just printables, and you cut them, and you can laminate them yourself if you want. If you do laminate, cut off the flap here so it's just open, and or you can glue them and just have paper. And I just thought that was really pretty. I love that. It's so cute. And then I have now my $80, 2, 4, 6, 8 for GalaxyCon. I'm so excited about that. So those are for autographs and food and, you know, fun activities while we're there, meeting all the people and having all the fun. My son and I just love going. I don't know why. I never thought I would be one of those people that wanted to go to these things. You always hear about Comic-Con and things like that. I always thought it'd be neat, but I just never thought I would go. There we go. And that's all set. Woo. But I love it. I have a great time. Yeah, it's great. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little lengthy and I'm doing a lot of things here, but just trying to catch up. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. This month, I've decided for February on my savings challenge, I'm going to keep all the same savings YouTube challenge. The likes $1, the $2 for comments, and the $5 for new subscriber for one more month, because there's still overtime coming, and we could definitely use that to challenge us to put the money away to buy what we want, and for the YouTube savings. And it will probably be my last month at those amounts of doing the savings challenge. I don't know what I'll do in March, but we will see when we get there. So have an amazing and blessed day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.